Ticka 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 ticka. Boop. Yo everybody, this is NeDER and I'm playing some Minecraft. So yeah. Heading underground. Very deep underground. Gotta look for a suitable location to build in here somewhere. But first, thing I'm gonna check out here is this fortress, which is like right near the portal, because I'm pretty sure this wasn't here before the map updated or regenerated or whatever. I remember going across a thing of lava to get to the one I went to before. So this must be a new one, even though it's like right next to my base. Anyway, found the treasure in here right away. Not much in here. What else is in here? Ooh, some diamonds. These nether fortresses usually have some treasure in a few places. They also have a nether wart. I guess I might as well grab that. Wonder if the witches also get their nether wart from here to make potions. I don't know where else they'd get it. They have like a supplier that brings them stuff from the nether. I was here, wasn't I? Oh yeah, these two places are together. Anyway, speaking of drugs, there's that new show that came out recently called Common Side Effects. I think it's a pretty good show. It was advertised to be... They really wanted to advertise it as a comedy, but it's more like a thriller drama type show. It's about a researcher who finds a mushroom that can cure almost any injury or sickness, apparently, when consumed. And then he wants to use it to help people, but there are various parties that are averse to that, of course, and he has to go on the run and try to... What's that over there? Maybe this goes into the other fortress that I already looked in. That's interesting. But anyway, yeah. It's a show about the show that it's talking about like how the healthcare industry is handled somewhat. The pharmaceutical industry and the healthcare interests and stuff like that. Anyway, I think it's a good show. I got turned around in here somehow. Common Side Effects was already renewed for another season, so probably worth watching if you haven't already. Even though it's animated, it's not really that distracting. Like, it doesn't detract from... Like, the story is interesting enough. It doesn't really matter how the characters look. There's nothing down this way, right? Right. Also, Common Side Effects was playing on Toonami for a bit. Although it doesn't really fit on Toonami, but it fit better on Toonami than on Adult Swim, seemingly. There's just a small section of this place that has treasure. Usually if you get to the room that has the lava pool in the middle, that's the end of the treasure part. Or the beginning, I guess. Whichever way you want to look at it. And then the rest of the fortress is just pretty much this empty hallways. Man, how did I get so turned around? And I think I got all the treasure out of here anyway, though. But yeah, there's just like wither skeletons and blazes in here. You use the blaze rods are used to make potions. And they turn into blaze powder to run the brewing machine. Or make some other stuff. You make strength potions with them too. I think that's still how you make them. What is going on? How did I get in this hallway that doesn't go anywhere? And then the wither skeletons just drop coal and bones and skulls. Is that a different chest? I think maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna get out of here. I thought this fortress might be bigger. But anyway, oh my gosh. Anyway, common side effects was shown on Toonami and also alongside another show about drugs called Lazarus, which I think was pretty good. It was made by the same creator as Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. Oh, there's a lot of skeletons here. I'm just gonna leave here. Whoa! Oh gosh. I think that show Lazarus would have benefited from having more episodes. There's only one season, and I don't think they got to tell all the story they wanted. Like the way it was set up, it seemed more of like a slice of life kind of show. It was meant to be at a slower pace. And I think it would have benefited from being drawn out more, even though as is it seemed too drawn out in some ways, but not enough in others. Like they didn't get to explain the characters very well, or their backstories, or that's the bridge to the other nether fortress that I went to before. So they were right next to each other. I'll go explore more of the nether in a different direction then. But yeah, Lazarus is a show about a manhunt. This team is put together by the government for a manhunt of a doctor who put a poison into the painkiller he developed that everyone started taking all over the world unknowingly. And then the doctor disappeared and then reappeared, saying that, announcing that there was this poison that was gonna kill all the people who took the medicine. And then they're like, oh no, we only got a month to do something. Where does this go? I don't remember doing this. Well, they got a month to do something, so then they actually decide to... Well, actually, most of the world decides not to do much at all. Still. And only this team and some others are working on actually finding this guy. So, yeah. But the show really explores, like, every episode is not really about... Like, I think the show, even though that's the main plot of the show, I think it was made more for the journey rather than the destination kind of thing. And it's mostly made to, like, commentary on the ills of humanity and all the deplorable things that people do to each other and the world around them. Or have done, rather, I guess. So I think the message of the show is good. It's just the execution kind of messed up because of probably budget and issues and studio meddling. Those are some things that happened, I heard, or I read about, but I don't know. I wonder how far this tunnel goes. I don't remember making this. Hmm. I wonder if this goes back to spawn, maybe? I think it's in the opposite direction, but it's easy to get turned around. In this place, it's... Oh, there's a portal out here. Where does it go? Easy to get turned around in this place. Where it's like just a lot of red everywhere, basically. And the portals come out in different directions and stuff, too. Into the unknown, or out to the unknown? I don't know. Anyway, Lazarus and Common Side Effects are pretty good shows, so you should watch them, I guess, if you this portal doesn't go anywhere? I guess? That's weird. Oh, there it goes. Probably just put me in a cave or something. Somewhere. Oh, I'm out in the woods. um... eh. Looks like new terrain, probably. But anyway, the nether is 8 times shorter than the surface. The distance on the surface is 8 times that of the nether, so this is probably like thousands of meters away from my base or something. Anyway, I'm trying to find a place to build in the nether, not out here. So back in I go. And now it's time for a bit of a Wilder Watch. Today's topic is... snake mackerels. Find out more this Sunday on the weekly Wilder Watch.